Simper's friend Bridget has gone for a summer vacation to chill in New Zealand. One day, Simper decided to call her.
Hello Bridget, how are you doing? I hope you're having fun in your vacation.
Hello, Simper. I'm fine. I'm having a lot of fun. But it's really cold here in New Zealand.
Cold? How is it possible? It is so hot here in Philippines.
Do you know why it is hot in Philippines and cold in New Zealand at the same time? It's because Philippines lies in the northern hemisphere and New Zealand at the southern hemisphere. Hold on tight! Now let us discover the mystery behind the different seasons that we experience by learning about the Earth's revolution movement.
Earth is actually moving in more ways than one at the same time that the Earth is spinning on its axis and also orbits or revolves around the Sun.
This moment is called its revolution when a planet or moon travels around the body is orbiting one time.
One full orbit all the way around the Sun is one revolution, and the Earth takes 365 days or 1 year to complete a revolution.
In short, the Earth is rotating on its axis, creating day and night. At the same time, it's revolving all the way around the Sun.
As the Earth both rotating and revolving, it's not sitting straight up and down its axis, it's actually tilted just a little. This tilt causes one part of the Earth to lean toward the Sun, while another part of it is leaning away.
This means that different parts of our planet's surface get different amount of sunlight and heat.
The Earth travels around the Sun. It creates a pattern throughout the year. This pattern happens over and over again.
At certain times of the year, you see the northern hemisphere leans towards the Sun, and the southern hemisphere leans away. That pattern is what makes season.
When the part of the world you're living in is leaning towards the Sun, it's warm days or summer.
When you are in the part that is leaning away from the Sun, you experience winter. Between of them is spring and autumn.
In the morning, the Sun looks like the sun is rising in the east. Our side of the Earth turning toward and we are coming to the Sun's light. In evening, it looks like the Sun is setting at the west, but our Earth is turning away from the Sun.
Effects of Earth's revolution include the seasons and variation in the length of days and nights.
The Earth's revolution not only affects but actually causes the temperature condition that give us spring, summer, fall, and winter season.
It is depends on whether you live in the northern or southern hemisphere because the Earth axis tilts toward one of the two as it moves around the Sun.
The revolution of the Earth on its axis is important in settings up the season.
Of the Earth's revolution is the direction of its rotation because the path around the Sun is not circular. We are closer to the Sun at a certain time of the year.
The difference between revolution and rotation is the movement of an object on its own axis.
On the other hand, revolution is the complete round trip around something, another object or center.
As the Earth rotates, each area of its surface gets a turn to face and be warmed by the Sun. This is important to all life on Earth.
We can feel Earth rotating because we're all moving with it at the same contract speed.
If the Earth were to stop spinning,
its axis, gradually the ocean would migrate towards the pole from the equator.
Moving rocks and oceans would trigger earthquakes and tsunamis. The still moving atmosphere would score landscape.
If over time, the Earth finally stopped spinning on its axis, the planet would not have typical 24-hour day because its planet would not rotate away from the sun. A day would last for the entire year it took for the Earth to orbit its year.
And now you know, when you look up and see the sun setting or rising, it's not going around us. It's sitting at the center of the solar system while we and the 7 other planets go around it.